What's up guys, it's Oblivious Gamer here, and well, this is gonna be a short video. As we all know, Wuthering Waves just came out. It's a game a lot of people have been looking forward to in this era that we live in, where a lot of these gacha games, they play well, they look amazing, they're released on PC, mobile, they're gonna be coming to consoles. Like, we have seen a lot of companies trying to chase now this trend, especially after how successful it was for MiHoYo with Genshin Impact. They just released a Honkai Star Rail, and Zenless Zone Zero is coming out pretty soon. And well, Kuro Games, the developers behind Wuthering Waves, they are attempting to do something similar, releasing their own style and game in that genre. Kuro Games previously, for those who don't know, they have worked on Punishing Gray Ravens. I think Punishing Gray Ravens is a very cool, amazing game, which is why I was like a bit interested in this game. And so far, I haven't played as much. I think from what I've played, I think visually the game at times looks really good. The art style, the background, the animation, like at times just like, this looks nice. Gameplay can be really fun, the combat can be flashy, really interesting. Team-ups, trying to like switch on the fly characters, timing, dodging, like a lot of it just works and it feels fun. Now, as I said before, I've only played very little. I don't know how much I'm gonna play. These types of games are not generally for me. At least I tend to play them a lot, like Genshin, Honkai, and of course, this game, if there's a character that like, yo, I want to get this character. Right now for Wuthering Waves, I don't see a character that like I want currently. Maybe in the future they will come up with a character that I will go, yo, I want this character. But right now, I'll probably play a bit, try to get the tutorial, get some stuff going, and then I'm probably going to drop it. Not that it's bad, it just happens with these types of games for me. But I'm not here to necessarily talk about that. I briefly just want to comment on, well, as I said before, the game just came out. People are excited. They've been looking forward for this game for quite some time. And well, it seems a lot of players have been very disappointed. Not because of the game, but because of the state it was released in. A lot of players are not happy because the game released in a state where they're like graphical issues, sometimes there's audio problems, stability problems. If you go to the Reddit of Wuthering Waves, you could probably see a ton of examples. Characters sometimes don't load, or they load weirdly. Sometimes animations just don't work, like bizarrely how characters climb stairs. Poor performance. So the game really came out in not a good state. It came out in a bit of a rough state. That doesn't mean that the game is necessarily bad, but in terms of presentation and what people have been expecting and for the time they have been waiting, well, it's been suffering. Apparently also translations and like subtitles haven't been working properly. So it sucks for a lot of people, and that has been leaving fans a bit angry. From what I've seen though, the game has been pretty successful, at least on Twitch. It seems people are watching this game, so we will see how much this impacts in the end the game. Though remember, a big thing is when these types of games come out, the new hotness, especially something that is kind of like free to play, people are like, yo, this kind of looks like Genshin, or it's like following that gacha open world action game. And these types of games, just they get a lot of people at the beginning. The question is always with these types of games is, how long will it be popular? And in 3-4 months, how many people are going to be playing? I don't like bringing these types of games, but a big example I remember when they did this, and I have to bring it because there was a lot of discussion about this game, was Tower of Fantasy. I remember people touting Tower of Fantasy like, this is gonna be the next coming, this is gonna beat Genshin, this is the Genshin killer. People were like having high expectations when the game came out. A lot of people were playing it, at least in terms of Twitch viewers. which it depends how much you want to value that metric, but it was at least beating Genshin by a while. Nowadays, I don't think the game is doing that hot. It feels like a lot of people dropped the game, and of course Genshin is still doing fine. So we will have to see in months, because these types of games are like, well, in 2 months, how many people are going to be playing, and how many people are going to be returning to this game, because there's a lot of stuff that creates reason for people to come back. Content, new characters, keeping up with the story, events. So we will also have to see how that is managed to bring people and keep making them play the game. Because remember, all these games, they're just competing for your time. But yeah, I mean, just wanted to briefly talk about that. I think from what I've played, I think the game is fine. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be enjoying it. I haven't encountered many problems. Like I said, I haven't played that much, so that's a potential reason why I haven't encountered. At the same time, when I jumped in the game, Kuro has already started to fix some of these issues. I did encounter some weird fonts with the translation, like the way that they look. It was just like, with the subtitles, it was just like, there's some stuff going on. And then some of the animations, like there's a moment where like the rover, the main character, they're kind of like scratching their cheek, but their finger literally just goes through their face.
Magistrate, you look undistorted and authentic in your original form.
So, like nothing that is gonna, at least for me, kill my experience, but it's definitely something that has been plaguing the game and has been affecting a multiple amount of players. So we'll have to see how this goes. Hopefully it goes well. I mean, I think competition, having another game that's an alternative that's from another company, because MiHoYo has just been dominating this field with Genshin and Honkai, and of course, like I said, Zenless Zone Zero is just around the corner. So they've just been dominating. So having another company that comes in and it's like competing, like I said, for your time, it's also going to be beneficial, because they're just going to be competing with each other, being like, yo, we have to bring the players into our game. That's all I wanted to say. I think it's fine if you're waiting. Maybe wait a couple of days if you want, see how many of the fixes are done. And the other thing though, before I leave, that I wanted to probably add is the other reason why I'm probably gonna just play a bit and then leave it off. I'm probably gonna wait for the PS4, PS5 release. Right now the game is available on PC, mobile, you can get it through the Epic, through the Windows Store, Android, Google Store, all that yada yada. But the game has also been confirmed for the PS5 and PS4, though those versions are not out yet. So I'm probably gonna wait for the PS5 version to really jump more into the game. But yeah, as always though, what are your thoughts, guys? This has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.